What's going on, YouTube traders, investors? Today we're going to look at the purchase of Select CBD by Curaleaf and what it means for the cannabis industry. It's another piece to this cannabis puzzle in this episode of Pot Stock News. Okay, here we are at the article. But let's talk a little bit about what happened last week, where you had Canopy Growth buying Acreage Holdings, which in that scenario, you had a Canadian company buying an American company. Well, this time around, it's two American companies. And you got Curaleaf buying Select. But basically, you've got an East Coast company buying a West Coast company so they can make it nationwide. It's a pretty big piece to the cannabis puzzle. Like we talked about last week, I talked about how they're going to eat each other, in essence, like buy each other, until we get a select few. But let's get into the article. U.S. pot retailer Curaleaf. Well, let me start this. This Curaleaf company is an over-the-counter company. You can't get it on Robinhood. And Select is also, or Cura partners, they're also a over-the-counter. So you can't get them on Robinhood. You would need like a TD Ameritrade or E-Trade or another broker. So U.S. pot retailer Curaleaf on Wednesday said it agreed to buy Portland, Oregon-based cannabis oil and CBD maker Select, an all-stock deal valued at $948.8 million. So almost $1 billion. A move that broadens Curaleaf's access to the West Coast massive pot market and gives Select a shot at the burgeoning industry on the East Coast. So, like I said, you got both coasts. That's a big piece to this cannabis puzzle. And it's something that I've thought about, that this was gonna take place, and it's kind of why I backed out of the space, because I wanted to see what was gonna happen. And now the only cannabis company I'm invested in right now is Apria, because I believe that somebody's gonna buy them. Just my belief. I don't have any proof to that, but I do know that Green Growth attempted a hostile takeover to buy the company. So back to the article. Curaleaf stock jumped on the news. Other marijuana stocks on the U.S. exchanges were muted. There wasn't much movement. Under the terms of the deal, Curaleaf will acquire the state-regulated cannabis business of Cura Partners, which owns Select. The deal would give Curaleaf Select's intellectual property as well as its manufacturing, distribution, processing, and retail operations. The companies expect the deal to close this year. The deal would combine Curaleaf's focus on wellness with Select's focus on recreation. It would also bring together Curaleaf's 44 dispensaries, many of which dot the East Coast, particularly in Florida. It's right around the corner, with Select's large wholesale network. So let's get into a little bit about what this means for the cannabis industry. So this is opening the door for bigger companies to come in and buy this company, Curaleaf, or have a deal like what Canopy does with Acreage Holdings. It's big in that aspect. It's now, if you have a bigger company, which most of the ones that are already selling recreational, that are already in their nation totally legal, Canopy Grow, Aurora. Those are the two big ones that come to them. Then you got your smaller players like Hexo that already has a partnership with Molson Coors. It's opening the door for whoever buys Curaleaf, or if anybody does. I mean, they stand to gain basically the whole United States. Let's get back into the article. The two companies had around $200 million in revenue last year. Curaleaf said in a slide presentation. Along with Oregon, Select sells its THC products in more than 900 retailers in the states like California, Arizona, Nevada. Goes on to say, I would like to emphasize that by bringing together the largest brand on the West Coast with Curaleaf's leading brands on the East Coast, we are taking the company nationwide. There it is, nationwide, in an accelerated manner. Boris Jordan, Curaleaf's executive chairman, said on a conference call to discuss the deal. So, the way they write these articles sometimes is whack. So basically, like I said, it's a nationwide deal. Now, the other piece of the puzzle is, when does the United States go federally legal with cannabis, marijuana, whatever you want to call it? When that happens, that's going to be the day that it's going to be big. I don't see it happening anytime soon, but basically today's video was to talk about these mergers with these marijuana companies. As you see, last week, Canada, USA. Today, both companies in the United States. So that's all I really want to talk about today. But before I leave, there's going to be a description. My bad. In the description below, there's going to be a link for Robinhood. If you use that link to sign up for Robinhood, which is totally free, totally free trading at 0 fees. If you use that link in the description, you'll get a free stock. I'll get a free stock. It's all good. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit that bell. See you in the next video.